Welcome back. We back,
Hey
y'all.
y'all.
Took a brief little stint out for a second. Life be lifing with us. So we back on,
We're
back
back.
in full
We're back.
effect.
We're back. We're back.
Uh, welcome to another episode of Unscripted Beautiful Life with yours truly, Miss Beautiful and Mr. Beautiful.
Thank you now.
Hey, you know what's so crazy and funny? I think we got a different intro every time.
Yeah, you switch it up.
But that's what
One
makes
last
it.
time you was singing.
That's what makes it unscripted, though. That's what makes it unscripted and a beautiful life. And today's topic,
Do you got enough space?
shoot, I'm getting little on you. Stop playing. Yeah, I got space. How you get little without working out? Don't know. Uh oh, sorry. Let me go
So
back.
tonight we are talking about how to put worry to work. You got your notes?
I got my
Okay.
notes. I was trying to
So
have two things up at one time.
Andre gave the topic, so he going.
Every time y'all she do this, then she just leave me. This what she do, y'all. I don't know if y'all saw the episode of Martin when he left Gina high and fly. That's how I be feeling like, dang, I gotta run this joint.
No, no,
But
no.
no. I guess I gotta get on my good foot and be able to lead these things, right?
No, so for me, it was when you said putting worry to work. I was like, okay, where you going with this? And after looking at your notes, understanding, okay, I see. So I got you. Go ahead. I'm listening. You
Um, so a lot of us may not admit these things, but we worry a lot about little things, big things. We worry about our jobs. We worry about our kids. We worry about finances. Some people have more worries than others. So I was just sitting here, and when Trina asked me if I had a topic, uh, I never really do. I really don't. I kind of sit and I go through certain things to try to get a little breadcrumb. And I guess this comes right in time because of what was transpiring with myself, and I try not to worry. I know one thing I don't do. I don't use the word stress. And I saw this as I was looking through some notes and things. I refrain from using stress. I look at,
hey beautiful.
and this is just my opinion of things, y'all. I look at the word stress as a negative word. So I try not to use negative words in my vocabulary. I try to keep everything as positive as possible. Um, because when you shift your perspective of life and your perspective of how things go, and you're trying to keep everything positive, the energy that you put out here in the world will be the energy that you get back. So I
Mhm.
try to just push positivity to any situation, any person, anything, because that helps me when it comes to certain things. So it's like, what does that have to do with worrying? It has a lot to do with worrying. It has a lot because worrying, I always thought that it was a negative thing. But after some of the research that I've sat and I look with, worrying is negative, but then there's also positive worry. And putting worry to work is that positive side of the worrying. So this is kind of why I went this route. I don't know if I should dive into why I'm worrying,
So I
but
just
I'm worrying.
well because I think I'm curious about when you say the positive parts of worry, like
that
how is worry a good thing? Because to me, when I think about worrying, I'm thinking I'm overthinking it. I'm trying to control the situation. I'm trying to make figure out how to maneuver and navigate whatever it is that's on my plate. Right? That's whatever it is that's heavy. And so when I think about worry, I I'm thinking negative. Like I don't know what's the positive part of worry.
So from the research that I researched, and I don't know if you heard me when I said upstairs, should I start with this? And now I'm mad because I don't know what happened to it. But I'm gonna stick with where we are. Um, it says categorizing your worries. You got you got your positive worries and your negative worries. So the negative worries is worrying about what's gonna happen next
Right.
and those things, right? All y'all know I always said put energy in things that you can control. Sometimes we can't control our worries. It just happens.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the things that it was saying was is to counter, I'm gonna say counterbalance, but I don't know if that's the right word for that. To just like a counter move. So instead of worrying like uh what's for dinner tomorrow, let's just take start simple, right? Let's just start simple. Instead of saying what's for dinner tomorrow, go in the refrigerator and look. And that makes sense. Instead of what do we have for dinner? And now you have to think about what do we have for dinner
So
instead of
instead of
just get up and
worrying
go.
about it and thinking about it, you're going to take action.
Yes, and so
Yeah,
that's what the positive worry is. It's taking actions.
but I think you got to also realize like what's under your control, because there could be certain circumstances where you're not supposed to have your hand in it,
Right,
and you're not supposed to take action because it's more or less, no, I need to surrender this worry to God and allow him to work it out.
man. I You keep talking for a second, babe, because that was the one that I found. That was in there.
Oh,
That was
okay.
in there. So the worry, because y'all know I'm not a uh scripture reader. I don't memorize scriptures and those things, but a lot of the stuff, and this is kind of why I kind of went away from it because I didn't want to just sit here and start reading scriptures. Like, bro, that ain't who you are, bro. Don't be up here faking the funk. That ain't who you are. So I kind of linked away from it a little bit, but I'm gonna go back to that because you definitely made a great point when you said leaving it up to God. So let me
Oh,
put it.
Tiff has a good point. She says
Come on.
worry can be a good thing because it helps you problem solve. It's needed just like yin and yang. Yep, I get that. I just think maybe it's for me, it's
Ooh.
when I think about worry, like when I'm thinking about worry, I'm because I am an overthinker, I already know it's already going to go too far because I'm going to be trying to figure it out myself instead of,
So this is where yeah, I'll not to stop you, but it says acknowledge God's control. So use worry to remind yourself that God is in charge, not you. And
Mhm.
we could say these things, y'all, because a lot of times everything is easier said than done. But until you put your foot forward and do it, then you can't say it's easier said than done. Because if you haven't tried it, then how do you know if it's easier
Right.
to say it than to do it? Um, because that's something that it's a human trait, and we've worried from the time we was able to start thinking. And so it's going to take some time, and it's going to take you really, really leaning on your faith to say, you know what, God, you got this. I've done all that I can do. I really need to surrender myself to you and allow you, as they say, take the wheel. And yes, as Trina says, she wants to have, what did you say? Control, right?
Hmm.
And again, you went back and you said, but what can we control? That's the question that you have to ask yourself in that worry stage. What can I control? And if what I can control, I'm just going to leave it at that. Everything else, I have to let it go. And then, even if you have that sense of, okay, I got this, I got control, you sure you got control? Because God may want you to let that go too.
I was just thinking, I think sometimes when you're thinking about a situation, you got to check your motive,
Got to check it.
because are you thinking about it? Are you trying to, like Tiffany talk about problem solve? Are you trying to control the situation in favor of how you want it to go?
That's always our thing.
Or are you trying to navigate it, and because that's like more or less like, okay, God already told you what to do.
Mhm.
And so now instead of you worrying about it, go do what he
Go
told you to
go do
do.
what he tell you to do. But then, while we get to worrying again, is because we want to put our stamp on it, and so that's when that worry comes in,
Mm-hmm.
because we start to worry because we put ourselves in it. When God is in it, you'll have nothing to worry about,
Yeah.
because He doesn't want you to worry. He wants you to leave it all up to me. This is what I'm here for, and He's going to guide your steps. He's going to guide your thinkings. When you stop and you say, you know what, you can't just speak it, you got to also live it.
Right.
um so I'm moving on because I did see some stuff. So transferring anxiety thoughts into opportunities for spiritual growth. So again, anxiety is being, this is just, I'm not a doctor, y'all, I don't claim it, but this my opinion of anxiety. My opinion is being in our own heads, and we start to put things in our own head that causes our anxiety. That's that worrying piece, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we worry so much to where we cannot even control it anymore. And then now that anxiety kicks in,
Right.
and it's like, all right,
Hey, beautiful.
what do I do next? What do I do next? And I don't take anything from, I don't play around when it comes to mental health, all those things. So I don't play around with these things. So what I say, I don't want to offend anybody. But a lot of times when it comes to anxiety, it's in our being in our own heads, and then it's something else that comes up. It's turn your fear into faith, because
Hey, daddy.
we get our anxiety from some fear. Everybody anxiety comes from different places. Everybody deals with anxiety different. But the one way that I look at things is say, for no matter who it is, when you leave it in up to your faith, leave it up to God, it's not much that you have to worry about.
It's when you talk about the anxiety, like being staying in your head and you're trying to figure out, okay, how to control the situation, how to get through, how to like you're trying to figure it out. So that's when the anxiety comes
Hmm.
in, because you like, if I do this, I do this, like you just going back and forth. But there's a new song that Pastor Mike has out. It's called He Can. And it talks about the fact that we try to do stuff in our own power, but we got to turn it around and be like, you know what, I can't do it, but he can.
I like that.
And you just
I
got to
like that.
remember that every time when that fear kicks in, like Tiffany just put in here, turn my fear into faith. When that fear kicks in, be like, you know what, I can't, but he can. And like just continually reminding yourself that only he can.
Only he can.
And I think that's how we push through the worry. It's like, I think sometimes the worry, although we're trying to control and navigate it, it's an opportunity for us to be able to say, you know what? I'm going to take my hands off of it. And I'm going to say, God, only you can. And allow God to be able to give you the steps or tell you what to do. Sometimes he just like, sit down somewhere, right? Or he gonna say, I done told you what to do. Now, why you keep questioning what I'm telling you? It's like that little, when the kids are little, like, I done told you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stop messing with that. That's how God is with us.
Yep.
Like we hear it, but because it doesn't look or it doesn't feel like the way we want it to, right? It's like I ain't gonna you don't hear him as much.
Nah.
But when he
Because you
kind of
blocking it.
you blocking it.
You just blocking
But
it.
when he kind of forces you to sit down, right?
That
You ain't got no choice but to listen down.
so this is ever since my accident. This is the words that
Oh,
I
that's
say.
good. Chase
This
good.
is this is what I've been saying, and I really truly believe this. God has a way of telling you to sit down before He sat you down. I got sat down, and I appreciate everything that happened in that whole midst of things, because some people sat down they can't come back from. So you got to sit yourself down and listen to them. Hey, look, man, I need you to go ahead. Sit down for a couple minutes. Sit down for a couple hours. Sit down for a couple days. But guess what? You're gonna be fine once you get out of that sit that
But
rest.
you know what? And this might be kind of going off topic a little bit, but it's
And
not. It's
that's what we
unscripted,
do.
right? But when we talk about sitting down, the journey that I'm in right now, right? I'm understanding and realizing that I don't know how to rest.
That was almost a topic too.
Right? I've a lot of stuff has been like I've just kind of removed a lot of stuff on my plate because I'm realizing I was doing entirely too much. And so because of that, I was exhausted. And it's like, okay, like last week, the day when I called in sick because my sinus
Hmm.
infection was going, it was like I'm laying in the bed, but I'm laying there feeling like I need to do something. Like, let me open the computer up. Let me do some lesson plans. Let me do this. Let me do like like I don't know how
That's the
to
we in the worry.
turn right, but it's
You in the
not really,
worry.
it's not necessarily worrying, but it's me now acknowledging that for me to rest, right, or even me to stop worrying, whatever it is that I like I have to figure out what does rest look like for me
Yes, because rest
and
for everybody is
force
different.
myself into it.
And
Yep.
I'm trying to think of the word. Don't beat yourself up because you're resting.
That's the thing. That's exactly it. Because in
Don't
my
beat
mind,
yourself
I'm
up.
like, I know
I should
my
be doing something.
right. In my mind, my body is like, you need to rest. The only way you're gonna get better is by resting. But then my mind is like,
Yep.
but you could be doing something with your time right now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that's true. But if I go back and do all the things I was doing, then I'm not giving
You're
my
not
body the time
you're
to
not getting that
rest.
rest. And then in your body don't it's not just the body that has to rest, the mind has to rest as well.
Jay said it right there. We've been conditioned to get to what's next and to take it higher. Sometimes we just need to go like, listen, that part, just go lay down somewhere.
Yeah.
Like how many times you tell the dog, just go lay down somewhere because you get some like that's how you got to tell yourself that. Right, Levon? And I think this was the same. Why? Now again, me. Why can't I rest? Like what?
Because you already said it. It's the worrisome. And you're
But
saying
it's
it's not
not
no, but
worry.
you saying it's not worry. But it is if you saying I could be doing something else.
But that's not worry. That's
You
just understand. That's just saying, okay, I like you got time on your hands, and you like, you know what when they say idle hands, what's the
the
idle
idle
hands, something, whatever, whatever.
idle something.
And I'm like, but I could be doing something right now. And so, well, no, you just need to lay down and rest yourself. That ain't worry.
Everybody worry different because if your mind is not resting and your body's not resting, you may not say I'm worrying about anything, but your mind is still turning.
Yeah,
It's not
that's
stopped. So
different.
I'm gonna tell you what your brain is. I'm gonna tell you what I think your brain is. A hamster on the wheel ain't going no damn wheel. We just spinning. But that's when you supposed to be resting, and that's what your brain is doing, babe. Because I can sit there, I might come upstairs sometimes. I come up late, and I'll be like, "Damn, she looks peaceful." And then sometimes when I come up, I'm like, "Damn, what's she worried about, or what you thinking about?" I'm serious. Told you, baby, I be taking pictures of you. You don't know it when you sleeping.
Jason, we miss Ella. I'm mad at you.
Yeah. So I and that's why I say like somebody else like you said I'm not worrying about anything.
I'm just so I think that's the thing is understanding the difference with worry and thinking. Like thinking is one thing, but worrying is like to me when I'm going back to the worrying, when I'm thinking about worrying, there's a level of anxiety, there's a level of I gotta figure this out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Versus thinking, I'm just like, oh, it's all kind of like the stuff is on my mind, but I'm not fixated on one particular thing or I'm not anxious about it. I'm just like, I could be doing something. Like, how often do I have a day off, right? Yes, it was a day off because my body was sick and I
Right.
needed to rest, but it was like, I could really be doing something right now. But I also, I like, there's the conflict.
Okay. So So in that as well, right? When you were saying that that's not worrying, that may be in a time where you're in your take action mode, where instead of thinking about it, write it down and then leave it alone and come back to it later.
But
It's,
sometimes that works for me and sometimes it doesn't, because then I go back and I look at the list, right? You can go grab my planner and there's stuff on my list and I'm like, I write it down because I want to do it. But then I don't feel like doing it. So it didn't just sit there, and then I'm sitting here like it keeps getting pushed off. And it's like learning, oh, like, well, if I got the time now, why not just go ahead and knock it out?
yeah.
Instead of putting it on the list, why not just knock it out right now? Especially if it ain't gonna take me that long to do.
Well, because then that goes back to the priority.
I know.
What's take what do I need to do first? What can I put on that back burner and to come back later? So all these and it's so crazy that you said it because you didn't even look at the other notes that I had. And in the notes, you do a lot of these things. It was saying write things down and then leave it over there and try to let it escape the mind.
So I will say that that does work, because there were times when I was in accounting when I was having a conversation with one of my mentors, and that was the thing. Like I kept telling him, I don't know how to turn my brain off so that when it's time to lay down, I can't completely rest.
Right.
So he said, well, before you lay down, just take a piece of paper and write down everything that's on your mind, like every to do thing, everything that you like, oh, dang, I didn't do this. Or I wish I could have done, like whatever is on your mind, and just like write it down, not worrying about if you writing down a hill on a piece of paper or whether it makes
right,
sense,
right.
but
Just
just
write it
getting it out of your
out of your
mind.
mind.
And so I was doing that for a long time because I'm like, okay, let me just try. And it does work. But I think for me now, what helps, now sometimes I bypass it, but my phone goes into that
Yes,
automatic
yes,
do not
yes.
do not disturb mode. And so like an hour before I'm scheduled to go to bed, right, my phone goes into do not disturb mode.
Hmm.
Well, of course I bypass it sometimes, most
And
of the
and
time.
and listen, we
But
put the phone in it, but don't put our minds and body and do not disturb. you know,
but that just means that that just requires intention on my part.
and that's all it is being intentional in that. So again, I this says this everybody has their way of doing things. So taking one
Daddy
step
said write
further,
it
right?
down and then it's the next
Then
day.
it says, yeah, I saw that. I saw that. I mean, but maybe what happens is we write it down that night, right? And it escapes our mind. And then now we get a reset because every day is a new day. So now you get a reset. That resets the brain, that resets the body, it resets your everything. So now you have a clear head to take a look at what you wrote down the night before.
Well, not even that, but God can come into you while you sleeping
Woo, you
and
better
be like,
say
I
it.
never told you to put that on your list to begin with.
Man,
So then you
cross it
like, well,
out.
did I gotta cross it out?
Cross it
Right. And
out.
I don't like mistakes in my planning. So then
Cross it
it's
out.
like, stop writing it down. But that's a good thing. It's like that.
So maybe you need to have two.
Well, I'm just no, because it's you gotta do the brain dump. You gotta get it out because it's the but I think for me, it definitely just going to require more intentionality on my part, that when my phone does go into do not disturb, that I actually put it
Put it
down.
down. Because I've
Like I
definitely
can't say like, okay, maybe we go back to the days we need to get an alarm clock, right? And take the phones out the room.
they have lock boxes that you can put them in.
I'm not going to.
They got lock boxes that you can put your phone in and it will not unlock until you
Like
put
they
that
do at
timer.
school
Man,
with the
when I
look, put
saw
your
this
phone in this thing. Oh, it was one of the schools and they have to put their phone
in a
in.
bag, and it's a
Yeah.
magnetic bag, and the only way you can get it out is if you put that magnetic thing back to it and it opens up.
Tiff, I can't find a erasable pen that I like. It's not the same as my ink, my what's the pens I like? The
The gel pens.
Joy Ink Joy gel pen. I can't find one that's like that. So if you know one, because the ones I got that's like the you told me before, it ain't the same writing for that part.
So go back real quick, and there's two things I want to touch on real quick. So that way we can keep it moving, right? Acknowledge God's control. It says use worry to remind yourself that God is in charge, not you.
That's the lesson.
So
That's the
so
lesson.
again, that alone in itself, just that one piece right there can help you in that case. Because again, most of us, I want to be in charge of anything and everything.
Well, see, send me the name of it because maybe it's not the same one. I'll see.
And then the other one is you got to say this word, babe, because you know how I be blending up this word. Say that word.
Where?
Pray.
Honey, can you tell me where?
Oh,
Oh, specifically.
just say it again, because I'm gonna mess it up.
No, because then I'm gonna mess it up the second time.
All
Specifically. I just have to
right.
slow it down.
So then it says that I said the word over there. She said, "And what?"
No, whatever. That was today.
That was
What you
today?
say? You said pistachio.
Pistachio. No,
And
no,
I
no.
was like, what?
What is that word? Yeah. So
Like
pray,
pit and pistachio.
pray. Say,
Pray specifically.
There we go.
Not specifically.
Yes.
Specifically.
I gotta put that S in there. I might have learned
Look,
that.
Jay said
Yeah.
this.
See? I might have learned that I have a list today. Turn anxiety thoughts into prayer.
Say it again.
Turning anxiety thoughts into prayer and giving them to God.
Every morning.
So
Every morning
this
on my way to the Beltway, I am praying it all out. Because I'm like, when I get to that school, I'm like, praying stuff like, where did I come from? Like, just trying, because I'm like, you got to.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So
why we go dark?
oh, go ahead, bro. We frozen. Y'all can hear us though. We're gonna keep it going since y'all can hear us. Cause I see the little
No,
thing.
the camera went out.
Oh, there it is.
Are we back?
Somebody say
Look,
something in the chat. If
somebody mad about this topic.
What they mad?
That-
Brain up is a good exercise to get rid of
I gotta make sure
overload.
it's still going live. Hopefully, y'all still with us.
If I don't know, somebody say something if we are. But we're gonna keep it going because y'all can always go back and watch the retake.
See,
The
why
more
I had to
views,
open my Facebook and they over here talking about the Uno reverse that PG County did.
someone say we back. We good. So this I just want to keep it going because like I said, we giving it all to God, man. We letting him have it because that's what he's there for. Remind yourself, focus on God's attributes. Remind yourself that God is all powerful and he cares for you.
Somebody said they wouldn't play space with him because they know he would renege.
And then last, no, you good, man, because that's
Look,
we said
Daddy,
we was about to get
we
on
was
that
trying to
topic.
think about the bill. Because I'm like, the bill did come, but I'm like, it wasn't due yet. So I didn't think.
Listen, we leaving that to him too. We leaving that to God too, because
all day, every day.
And he been making a way like it's no other.
Sister, can you hear me now?
And then just taking action. So that taking action is writing down your worries and intentionally surrendering them to God.
That's good.
Yeah. So like I said, we could do things, but we have to make sure we're intentional about the things that we do, because God knows us. God knows if we out here, we out here faking the funk, or if we really doing this. So keep doing it, y'all. Keep doing it, because again, this it goes back. I want to find my other notes that I had putting the worry to work. It's let's see, keys aspects from, let's see what they talking about. Oh yeah, this was the one right here. And then I said, okay, so there are two kinds of worry: the negative, harmful, crippling worry, and the positive, beneficial concerns. So the positive is the worry that we was talking about. And you say, no, I'm not worrying, but that's a positive thing. It's not a negative thing. So that's why I really wanted to start with that, because I couldn't find it, but now that I found it. Negative worry is an anxiety that focuses on our thoughts, either or concerns that we can do nothing about it. But with God, we can.
That's why I said that song. He can.
Yes. I wish we could play the music because we don't own the rights to the song, so they might shut us down.
Just go find it. It's by Pastor Mike. It's called He Can.
Yeah, man. Let's see. So, how do we put our words to work for us? They have four things listed here. By letting the worry turn our attentions to God, by
Mm-hmm.
letting worry turn us into the words of Jesus, by turning worry into prayer, by turning worry into practical
She
choices.
said singing for a girl. No, ma'am. That is that Tiffany said it too. Nope, that's not my ministry. Sorry. Let me see if I can find the words though.
So, just to tell y'all how I kind of got this topic today, it's a gentleman that comes to my job and he drops off things for us. And as I was looking into the book, it was the Daily Bread, and this popped up. It was a couple other things, but this one had popped up, and I said, you know what? I think I'm gonna run with this one today because it was almost the first thing that I when I opened the book. It wasn't even the first page, but I kind of opened the book in the middle, and this is kind of what popped up. Um, just reminding us of the things that we kind of went back to. He's everywhere. He's with us all the time. So you don't have to be at home sitting in your bed or in your rocking chair, your favorite chair, to leave the worry to him. You could be at work
Oh,
and sitting there with yeah, babe, don't get us booted.
I was trying. Oh, here go the lyrics.
um he knows everything. So he already knows what we're worrying about. He's just waiting for us to give it to him. He knows what we're worrying about. So guess what, y'all? We got to stop and give it to him because he already knows what we're worrying about, and he's just sitting there waiting patiently in his rocking chair, waiting to take in that worry. Come on, baby, talk to me.
No, just I hear the song, but to see the words of the song. So he says, "I got a question. When life gets crazy, who can you run to? Who will be there for you? I've got a question. Who will come through? Nobody, nobody but God." Then it says, "If you got a problem, He'll fix it. Heavy, He will lift it. If you're in a storm, He'll get in it with you. Too many expenses. All I'm trying to tell you is God can do it all."
He's everywhere.
Where
He
you?
knows everything.
Oh,
And keep on going because I know he's all it's in there too. He is all powerful.
up all night stressing about the how. Everything you lost, you're going to get it right back. Put a smile on your face because you know He got your back. This is what I'm telling them when they ask. God can do it all. God can do it all. There's
See,
nothing He can't do.
he's all powerful. And then it says this worry feels that no one has the power to stop bad things from happening, not even God. So that's really where we are in
Say it
deep.
again.
It says he is all powerful. The worries feel that no one has the power to stop bad things from happening, not even God. So that's the
The
bad
warriors.
warriors. Yes, I'm sorry. What did I
Okay.
say? The worries.
I know what you were
Yeah,
saying.
warriors. I missed
Okay.
that. I missed that R in there. My bad, y'all. So the warriors. So it's saying the people that really don't have that faith anymore. They just kind of really are gone.
But I don't think it's that we don't have the faith because I'm a warrior at moments, and I'm admitting that. But I don't think it's that we don't have the faith. I think it's just that we have a moment of weakness.
But hold on, I'm gonna just stop you right there because you don't never have this though. This is why I said what I said because it says that warriors feel that no one has the power to stop bad things from happening, not even God. You don't have that. You know that God can do it, right?
Okay.
So that's where I said that because it said not even God. That's the only reason why I said that. So
Yeah,
I
but
apologize.
no, because I do think that there are times when you like, but God, I'm guilty of it. But God, I know you got something better for me than this. And so this, so that
Would you consider that worrying?
no, because if I'm worrying about the situation that I'm in, right?
Right.
And I'm sitting here like, God, like I know you're gonna work it out, but can you? speed it up a little bit. Like,
hey, ho. Remember what he said? It's all on his
I
side.
and I know, but I'm just saying that that's the thing. It's like you got to understand, right, that it is all about his time. But I think because, like, when you talked about the the one topic of growing through the pain, right? I think when we are in a heaviness of a situation,
Mm-hmm.
that because it feels so heavy, because it feels like there is no way out, you are asking God, can you just, like, selfishly asking
Mm-hmm.
God, can you hurry up and get me through this?
Absolutely.
But the longer you're in it, you also know and understand that if you rush the process, you miss healing, you miss deliverance, you miss, right, the lesson and all of it. So you know
Yeah.
that, but that still doesn't mean you don't want to get through it
Yeah, of
quickly.
course, because this is when the topic that we said earlier was growth. What did I say? Growth through pain,
Growing through
growing
pain.
through pain, or whatever it was. That's where he wants us.
And I understand that.
And then I know, and I know, y'all. I always say this: it's easier said than done. It's always easier said than done. But when we leave that faith to Him, and I was just telling a young man this earlier. If we start at ground zero and we get all the way to 100, guess how fast we can get back down to zero because we didn't go through that transformation.
Mhm.
So we have to go. We have to sit in that pain to be able to get to that point to where now that I'm at 100, I'm staying at 100 and I'm moving forward. I'm not going backwards now. So you see those people that go from 0 to 100 and then it's taken from them like that because they never was prepared for it. They
Yeah.
rushed that process. And when you rush processes of building a house or building anything,
Yeah, you
you're
missed
gonna
it. The
miss
foundation
you're gonna
isn't as
miss something.
strong. Yeah, I get it.
And that's why we I continue saying that it's easier said than done because yes, it's easier to say it than it is to live it and do it. It's very hard. But if it was easy, wouldn't everybody be millionaires? Wouldn't everybody be where they want to be? But then how fast would that be taken from everybody?
Right.
Because you are not ready. God knows when we're ready. And once God knows when you're ready, everything that you wanted now will be there. You be like, hey,
Yeah, he'll reveal it
okay,
in his time.
okay.
And so
And
that's
it's
the thing. You just have to just keep reminding yourself. It's
yes,
like God will
he's
reveal
all
it in
powerful.
his time when I'm ready. When I'm ready, it will be
Mm-hmm.
revealed. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, hold on. Let's see. But let me power. I want to keep going because just to see what else we got. This one was a good one. He would never leave or forsaken us. Woo!
good night, y'all. Because this gonna have to be a part two.
Yeah, it could be. It could be because it's still somewhat because now what I was saying, turning your worry into your worries into prayer, they diving more deeper into it, man. Yeah, y'all might have to come back for a part two.
Thank y'all for joining us on an unscripted beautiful life. Dang, what was the topic now? Oh, turning
Worry
worry.
into was it?
No. Put whatever it is, something through worry. Pushing through the worry or worry something. Y'all know what it is. Go back to the caption.
I'm about to put. I'm
We'll
about to
talk
say
to
it.
y'all
Putting
next
worry
week.
to work.
Putting worry to work. Y'all have a
So
good evening.
try that.
Have a good night, y'all.